What's up, YouTube? Shawn DaGamer here, and we're going to spend a few minutes talking about NXT San Antonio from last night, January 28th, 2017. I'm recording this in the morning of the Royal Rumble, January 29th, 2017. So let's jump into this. But first, I want to get a few things off my chest, like a few little side notes. First thing, Charlie Caruso, you're growing on me a little bit because you're cute. I think you're cute. I think you're cute. But I need you to slow down a little bit. Think about what they telling you in your headset. Just take the headset off and go with the conversation. That's rule number one. Charlie Caruso, she's growing on me a little bit. She cute. She get in there. She's not Renee Young. And I tell you, my two favorite people in WWE right now, Corey Graves, Renee Young. I promise you, those are my two favorite people in WWE right now. And they don't even wrestle. Well, Corey Graves used to wrestle. You know what I'm trying to say. Thing number two, Nigel McGuinness, I don't know when. Maybe it's going to be this week on these NXT tapings. But Nigel McGuinness will be replacing Corey Graves on the commentary team. And number three is, soon I'm going to be doing a video about the color. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The color on all three shows on the commentary team. Let's jump into the review. Now, I'm not really sure which match started the show. It was either Ty and Eric or Roderick versus Almas. But we're going to start with Roderick versus Almas. And I just want to say the word of this show, or the phrase of this show, should be match psychology, in-ring psychology. And I believe each match had a little bit of credence to, you know, the main event. You already know the results of the main event, internet. So let's jump right into this review. So we're going to start off with Strong versus Almas. Almas looked it good in this match. So did Roderick Strong. The whole time in this match, the psychology in this match was Roderick Strong is the king of the backbreaker, but Almas knew that, so he kept working the arm, trying to get Roderick Strong to tap out with, like, the, you know, his arm breaking chicken wing type maneuver. So that was one thing that was really, really good in this match. It was if this match did open the show, I can't remember which match opened the show, if it was this one or Eric Young versus Dillinger. But the psychology in this match was, you know, your opponent's strong thing, so try to make it weak so they can't do it. So you need your arm to do your backbreakers, and if you don't have an arm, and almost worked that arm all match, and almost got the win with the tap out victory. But he just fell a little bit short to the king of strong style, the king of the backbreakers. And it was really funny. This was really funny because, yeah, Roderick is the king of the backbreakers, but he won with a sick kick. I just thought that was great. I just really, really thought that was great. So, because out of nowhere, it was like, oh, I'll watch it with Solar Windjammer. He's a wrestling fan. Well, he'll watch wrestling. He's a casual. So he was like, oh, yeah. And he was like, oh, wait, that one. I was like, yeah, that's literally one of his finishing moves, the sick kick. So, yeah. I'm like, oh, sick kick. 1, 2, 3. It's like, oh, it's over? Yeah, so, yeah. The finisher move. Yeah, those things are still existed. Finishing moves. But great match. I think I said Almas need to go over in some type of heelish way, but I believe he did come out really, really well in this match. And like I said, the first part of psychology in this match was working over your opponent's strongest body parts. And then we go into Eric Young versus Ty Dillinger. Mind games. This is all mind games right here. Because Eric Young at the start of the match, after we all got our 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11 going. After we got that going, they go in the ring. Eric Young tried to give him a jacket. And, you know, of course, not rude. I keep wanting to talk about that match, but Dillinger. No, there was a lot of Canadians on this show. You know what I'm saying? This was a Canadian heavy show, if you did not notice. So, not a bad thing at all. So they started attacking each other, and then somehow Tigers end up on Ty ends up on the outside, and then Damo, I'm not calling him Killian Dame, Big Damo hit a running, flying body splash on Dillinger, and it was just the whole time. It really wasn't just Dillinger versus Eric Young. It was Dillinger versus Sanity. Nikki Cross was not there because she's going to be in the Fatal 4-Way later on. But was it Culture Fulton or is it Alexander Wolf? Whatever one is there, and Big Damo helped Eric Young defeat Ty Dillinger in this match. Hopefully we'll see Mr. 22 in the Royal Rumble, coming in at number 9, just to swerve everybody. He needs to come in at number 9 or number 11, not number 10. But Eric Young did get the victory in this match. I figured that he would, but I kind of did want to see Dillinger get a big win before he goes up. But, you know, maybe he just did the job on the send-off, so don't mind me. Then next we have, was it the tag? Oh, the psychology in this match, like I said, was mind games. Dillinger having to deal with not just Eric Young, but him knowing that he has these demons that he's been losing. He hasn't won like a really, really big match in a long time, and outside interference. So it's just mind games. The third match on this card was for the NXT Tag Team titles, DIY versus the Authors of Pain. This was just a good match. Every time you get them two in the ring together, I would say the psychology in this match was disadvantage because obviously DIY is like this small cruiserweight, fast, strong style tag team, and you just have the Authors of Pain who are just strong and just huge. And at a certain point, we thought that they had him in the double submissions. They hit him with the meet you in the middle a couple of times. I believe they hit one of them with the meet you in the middle once, and then they start putting them in the submissions, and then they tried to go for it again. They had both of them in the middle this time. Akam and Razor, they tried to hit them in the middle, or they tried to meet him in the middle, I should say, and picked up power bomb, cheers, power bomb, and I can't remember which one, but one of them did go over on Ciampa. Ciampa took the pinfall in this, which I thought was interesting because the last couple of times that they lost DIY hats, it was Gargano that lost or taking the fall of submission, but this time it was Ciampa, and I just thought that was an interesting note. And like I said, the psychology in this match was disadvantaged. So right now we have working over body parts to lower your opponent's strengths. We have ring psychology, and now we have being at a disadvantage trying to work over a opponent that you probably necessarily couldn't beat on a different day, or you know what I'm trying to say. Then we had the Fatal 4-Way match, which I wish went just a little bit longer, maybe like 5 or 6 minutes longer. Actually, all the matches on this show could have went at least 5 to 6 minutes longer. You know, I would say 6 to 10, but at least 5 to 6 minutes longer, just to have a little extra oomph on each of these matches. But we had the Fatal 4-Way with Nikki Cross, my baby Peyton Royce, her best friend Peyton. No, did I say Billy Royce? Start over. We had Nikki Cross from Sanity. We had my baby Billy Kay. Then we had her best friend Peyton Royce and my wifey Asuka. Yes. Fatal 4-Way. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, they got in the middle. They were like looking like, oh shit. They were like back to back in the middle. They had Asuka on one side of a corner and Nikki Cross on the other side. And like the geniuses they are, they just rolled out the ring and just let them fight for a few seconds. So then we got a little bit of Nikki Cross versus Asuka for a few seconds, just long enough so they can get distracted. And then you had Drake get in the ring. And yeah, Drake, he was just in the way. When I say Drake, I mean the referee, because he like Drake little brother. But Drake kept getting in the way in certain spots, like when Peyton Royce, like I said, when they slid out the ring to let those two fight, when they tried to get back in the ring, she ran right into Drake. So it was like, and it was like a time where somebody was trying to go for a cover, a kick out for a cover, and he was in the way. So it was just like, move, bruh. So there was a lot of action in this match, a lot of high spots, a lot of hard hitting action. At one point, Nikki Cross took out Asuka with a, like, you know how Randy Orton, when he does his DDT, he'll put him on the second rope, side him out a little bit, and then drop their ass on their head. And then Nikki Cross pretty much did that to Asuka, except it was a swinging neck breaker from the apron to the outside on the floor. So that laid Asuka out for at least a good 5 or 6 minutes. And then at that point, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, Billy Royce, just to keep it short, Billy Royce, they started fighting up on the announce table, and then they started making their way up to the announce table, and it's elevated and it's up higher. So Nikki Cross was about to do like a flying crossbody off the announce table onto Billy Royce, but Peyton Royce was still down there, but Billie Kay went and caught her, and then she started getting the upper hand. I think she gave her a big boot to the face, right in front of Corey Graves and them. And then they had like this little black table, well, a table in the black cloth, so you couldn't really see it, right next to the announce booth. And Billie Royce, I should say, back body dropped, double back body drop, because it wasn't really a suplex, because somebody would have got hurt with a suplex, but they just pretty much put her through the table. So Nikki Cross is out of the match for the foreseeable future, I think, for the rest of the match at that point. And then Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, they realize Asuka's still down there hurt, so they go back to the ring and start doing double team move. And this is the part that kind of upsetted me about the psychology. I say good psychology in this whole show, but if I was one of those two and I just wanted to get the belt off Asuka, you had the perfect opportunity right there, or at least in storyline purposes, even if you didn't want to do it. I wondered why one did not lay down for the other. There were times where like they would get the upper hand on Asuka, they put her back in the ring to try to pin her. Like they would try to do like one would cover, like Peyton Royce would try to get the cover, and then Billie Kay would try to hold her down to get the extra pressure on the cover, and it didn't work and all that things. But why didn't Peyton Royce just lay down for Billie Kay? Or at least attempt to. She could like, okay, I'm going to lay down. We're going to do it. We're going to be champion. And then 1, 2, and then Asuka could like pull her out or something like that, and then start beating the bloody hell out of them, which eventually happened in the end. Not the whole one trying to pin the other just to get the belt off, but Asuka beating the bloody hell out of both of them. And that happened. Peyton Royce hit a beautiful Widow's Peak on Asuka in the middle of the ring. For a clean 2 count, Asuka had to bridge out literally with her head and bridge out. It was just good. A couple of kicks, and we saw that kick that beat people like Bayley, Nia Jax, and so many others. I believe Liv Morgan, and she got the 1, 2, 3 on Peyton Royce. And just like in the last match, I would say this match will have to do with overcoming the odds and disadvantages as well. Like overcoming the odds would be like the circumstances in this match for Asuka. So we have disadvantage, we have working body parts, we have disadvantage, and we have trying to overcome the odds. So you bring all that together, and then you get Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out of nowhere. And I believe it might have been actually before the women's match, but Seth Rollins came out of nowhere like, Triple H, I know you here. You ruined my life. You know I worked hard for this. I know this is your baby, and I ain't going nowhere till I whoop your ass, Triple H. And I'm like, okay. Are we going to get Seth Rollins versus Triple H on NXT TakeOver? But no, Triple H did come out in his suit looking like, I know he's not in my house talking. I know he's not in my house talking shit. He in my house talking, oh my God. And it's just security. And I thought it was going to be like when he did that, Samoa Joe was in the audience. He was seen in the audience. They did a little shot of him and yada, yada, yada. And I believe the Von Erichs were there too. But I thought when he did like this, it was going to be like a trigger to pull to let Joe come out of the crowd and attack Seth Rollins to set that up. But no, it was just security. And it was just fun to see Seth back in NXT for a second. He literally just popped up. Like, the announce team was talking about something. I think Corey Graves was telling Percy Watson to shut up for like the millionth time on this show. And it was just funny the whole time. Shut up, Watson. Shut up, Watson. Shut up, Percy. Why are you even here? It's just like, same question I'm asking. But main event was obviously Nakamura versus Bobby Roode. I loved it. Nakamura's interest. Bobby Roode got the hoes, or the females, however you want to call them. I'm sorry. No offense. No offense meant. But during this match, this, like I said, the combination of both of these, you had both of them try to play mind games. Early goings in the match, you had Bobby Roode not trying to really like grapple much with Nakamura or fight Nakamura at all. So he kept running to the ropes, frustrating Shinsuke. So I guess you can say maybe in the Asuka situation, it was how can you keep your emotions under control? Because that was a big thing in her match, was like, if she gets too overzealous, too frustrated, too out of it, and all she sees is the rage, she could lose her title. But if she could focus, you can say like that match, instead of you say like more domination, or not more domination, but more disadvantage, you can say keeping your emotions under control, keeping level-headed. So, and like I said, in that match, you had Nakamura just getting frustrated. And every time he would get frustrated, Bobby Roode would lay out or get to the rope, get outside the ring, and just keep pissing Shinsuke off. Like, we're here to wrestle. We're here to fight. Let's fight. And then Roode is like, nope, you can take all that strong tie stuff right back to Japan. Nope, I'm too glorious for this. And Shinsuke finally kept getting his hands on Nakamura, and then Bobby Roode started getting the upper hand, working on his shoulder. Listen, he's working on his shoulder, and I'm like, you probably want to take that good old knee out. You want to take that good old knee out for good old Shinsuke. But as the match progressed, what happened? Nakamura started doing stuff with his legs and things like that, and he kept trying to go for the Kinshasa. But the first time he tried to do it, the first time he tried to do it, Bobby Roode just laid there, just laid out. Like, would not get up for nothing. Would not get up. And then Nakamura was like I said, kept getting frustrated. And then Bobby Roode had a sneaky little roll up at that moment. 1-2, almost got a 3 count. And then somehow they kept fighting on the outside, go back on the inside, fight on the outside, go back to the inside a little bit. And then Shinsuke went up to the top rope to try to get like a top rope Kinshasa off or something like that. I don't know what he was really going for, but he went to the top rope to probably hit a Kinshasa. And then Bobby Roode laid in wait until the right opportunity to try to get him off, and they start trading bows on the top rope. And Bobby Roode knows what's coming. He sees Shinsuke set up on the second rope, so he goes to the outside thinking he wouldn't do it. And this is where I think an audible was called. I could be completely wrong, but I think this is where an audible was called. Go back and watch this match. Shinsuke goes for a high knee strike or a Kinshasa, one or the other, on the outside. Bobby Roode was on the apron. Shinsuke was on the second rope. He goes for the knee strike, pops Bobby in the chest, and as he's landing, his knee and his leg still in Kinshasa mode, still in Kinshasa assault mode, hit that ground hard, and all you heard was doo. It wasn't his body, it was his knee. It was his knee. His knee went doo. And then all you heard, you know how Shinsuke cried. And it was heartbreaking. It really was, because he don't speak English that well. So the reference out there like, do you want me to stop the match? Oh no, I got it. I can wrestle. I can do it. Let me do it. And then the trainer came out, and then Albert came out. Tensai, A-Train came out, and William Regal, I don't think he was there, or he was busy at the time. So it's serious when one of them got to come out and they ain't got no mic in their hand. So they go out. A trainer came out, and Shinsuke's still like, no, I got it. And the crowd is like, let them fight. And I'm like, stop this match. I'm worried about my Shinsuke. I'm really worried about my Shinsuke right now. Just call the audible, give Bobby Roode the belt. But I'm pretty sure in that time frame, they called an audible. and had like, Shinsuke, can you do at least 2-3 more minutes? Can you roll back in the ring, and do you think your knee can take maybe some like 1 or 2 submission moves or something like that? I'm pretty sure an audible was called here. So Shinsuke, starts pushing the trainers and stuff off on me, rolls back into the ring, and Bobby Roode is right on the attack, puts him right into a single leg Boston Crab. And I'm like, there we go. There's that psychology I've been talking about this whole thing. And then Bobby got a minute, and Shinsuke's just, no, and then gets to the rope. He gets the rope break. I believe he tries to put him in like one or two more submissions. He just started working him over, and then he hits a glorious bomb on Nakamura. Nakamura kicks out the first one, and I'm like, what the hell? What in the hell? So, basically, he hits the second one. 1, 2, 3, new NXT champion in Bobby Roode. And this match this card from top to bottom delivered. A lot of people were worried about it, but it did deliver. So, like I said, we have 2 new champions, 2 tag champs, and a new NXT heavyweight champion in Bobby Roode and the Authors of Pain, respectively. This was a really good card. If you have an hour or two to spare to watch it, it was really short, really good. Just go watch it. 5 matches. The only real complaint I had was a lot of maybe the first 2 or 3 matches could have been like maybe 5 or 6 minutes longer. And that's my only complaint about this card. If you have seen it, let me know down below in the description what you thought about it. I will give this card a strong 3.8, 4.0 out of 5. The entrances get 6 out of 5 stars match of the year. 6 out of 5 stars match of the year for the entrances of Bobby Roode and Nakamura alone. So, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it like I said 100 times. Share this video out with your friends so they can get on the conversation, and hopefully they'll go want to watch it as well. Feel the glow. I just love my shirt. I finally got it in the mail. With my Sasha Banks glasses. I'm amazing. I'm a boss. I'm just playing. I'm playing. But, leave your comments down below. Royal Rumble later. I think right after this, I'm about to go check on my grandmother real quick. Then the next video you'll probably see in a couple of days will probably be a stars review for the first 5 or 6 episodes, because I really like that show. It's better than what people think it is. Better than Empire. It's better than Empire, anything Tyler Perry's done. So yeah, go watch that. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a new subscriber, please hit that little bell button to be notified when a new video goes live. I'm trying to go back to daily uploads, but at least you'll get 4 to 5 videos more, or 4 or 5 plus videos a week from me. So with all that being said, also leave a like to show your support. Whew. I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.